Hey there everyone, it's Jess. How are you doing today? I am coming at you as author Jess today, or we'll just say a writer. Some of you know I like to write books as a hobby for my 10-year-old daughter because I like her to read and it's fun writing a book that I wrote that she can read. So I wrote some books. Actually, I wrote 3 books. They are the Space Defenders. The first book will look similar to this, except it'll have book 1, Earth, and then there is book 2, Pertinax, and then book 3 is Hijiuli. They are the names of the planets in the story. So the books are for kids that are around, I would say, 5th grade, 6th grade. Your kid may read heavier books, not, you kind of decide, but the books have book 1 has about 15,000 words and around 12 to 15 chapters. Book 3 has 17,000 words. Took me a little longer to finish that one up. So these books are everything I've done. I've self-published and I've created the cover. I've created the style inside. The font's actually going to be a little different in the books that I published. I do have a lady that helped me read everything and I want to thank her. Her name is Sherry Clay. I found her through another author Facebook group that I am a part of, and she helped me go through and make sure that the things made sense, make sure I had all my quotes, made sure that I was using the right words, things like that, because I'm not a great editor and it's really hard to edit your own stuff, but I'm not expecting to make any money off these books, so I can't really just afford to pay somebody to edit my books. I'm not expecting them to do anything except be read by a few kids that enjoy a space book. So the characters in the book are about, I would say, average age of 16, but there's not a lot of violence in these books. They don't have a little fighting maybe, and there's no bad language in the books. There's no relationship issues, unless it's implied. I had my daughter read the first book and she's like, hey mom, I think Zesha likes this guy, but maybe this guy, which I thought was cute that she, was thinking about that. But, I'm not putting that anywhere in the book. So they're nice and clean books for kids. The main character, her name is Zesha, and her mission in book 1 is to go and recruit a team. She has to go to Earth to do this. Of course, Earth doesn't know about space, so she's not from Earth, so she's trying to fit in and recruit some people to join her, and it's just a really cute book. And then in book 2 they end up in space going to a different planet, and same as book 3. So it was a lot of fun to write. Oh, and I should read you a little bit, because maybe if I read you the first 2 chapters, paragraphs, not chapters, we don't have that long. Okay, so here we go. Chapter 1. Here we go. Okay. Zesha sat at her desk and waited for the instructor to get done with his speech. It felt like the training was never going to end, and yet the end was finally near. 1 more month sitting with 20 other students, training and listening to the same stuff over and over. She didn't know if she could do it. Zesha just wanted to be done with the training and find and recruit her teammates and start missions. 3 years of waiting for something was a long time when you were 16. The instructor looked around the class, trying to look everyone in the eye. He was so much older, very experienced, and very sincere. Your mission is really simple. You have been training for this for 3 years. You and your team will do whatever you can to help the planets that do not have anyone protecting them. After a few years, once you have completed a few missions and furthered your training, your missions will get harder. No one deserves to become a slave to another species, and you are the only thing stopping this from happening. Okay? And then it goes on. And it's easy to read. I don't use a lot of big words when I talk, and I don't try to use them when I write either. I'm pretty simple with that. So these books are on Amazon today. The first and the second book are they're $3.99. And let me just tell you, I'm not making $3.99. I'm not making $3. I'm not making 99 cents. I will make less than a quarter on that. The reason it costs so much is because it costs money to print these books. Basically, if you buy this book, they're printing it. And what's amazing to me is I finalized this book today, and if you order it today, you get it in 2 days. So they must have a really fast printing machine. It's $3.99 for the first paperback books. The third book is a little thicker, and it's $4.15. I guess those few extra chapters, I tried to, it took a little longer to finish out the story. So it's $4.15 for that. I'm going to get this on the electronic devices so you can read it on a Kindle, and I'm going to put it on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have that, you'll be able to read these books for free. Oh, and hey, if you know a child that wants to read this book and they can't afford it, or if you yourself would like to read it first, just to check it out, and if you're willing to give me a review, I can send you a free electronic copy. So I would love your reviews and your support. That would just be awesome. I would love it. Yes. So even I had to buy these print copies. I still have to pay for them because, like I said, you got to pay for the printing. So I will put all the links down below so you can click on them. And oh, one last thing I forgot to tell you about. So in the books, there are obviously species and creatures that are made up in my mind, and I have an idea what they look like, but I would love to include some drawings of these creatures in my books. And so if you have a child that likes to draw and that has a good imagination and could read through and, you know, based on the details that I put in the book, draw what they think the characters look like, then I will put them in the next book. Yeah, I'll put as many as I get. You know, if I get like a lot, I'll just maybe make them smaller. If I get a few, I'll just make them larger because I can add pictures to my books. And so yeah, have them draw them. Definitely. If you have somebody that reads the book and they want to see something happen in the book, let me know and I will work on that too. Why not? I can do this. It's all me, self-publishing all this stuff. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, so there's that. So here's the book, Space Defenders on Amazon. I will post a link. And if you have any questions, just message me. Thanks for watching. Bye.